Ring is getting a standalone 4K release from Paramount. Arrow Video announces their new October slate, including Trick or Treat on 4K. According to the producer of the film, The Blair Witch Project will be getting a second sight Blu-ray release. Umbrella announces their new November slate, including a Full Moon box set and Ty West's House of the Devil on Blu-ray. The Bike Riders gets a 4K and Blu-ray announcement from Universal. Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief gets a 4K upgrade, and it's a Paramount Presents title. And 1-2, Warner Brothers is coming for all of our wallets this fall as multiple editions of A Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K are revealed. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the weekly Physical Media Report. That is right, guys. Everything you need to know in 4K and Blu-ray, we will discuss here today. We've got rumors, we've got news and announcements, we've got what is new this week, tons of deals right now currently going on Amazon that we are going to discuss, and we got some big stuff to talk about, guys. Things are moving in the world of physical media. Finally, we've got some exciting stuff to cover here today. But before we get into it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and then comment down below, guys, of everything that we discuss. And I'm pretty sure I got a good idea what's going to get those juices flowing the most. But let me know what you're excited about, what you're the most amped up for, and what does get those juices flowing the most in that comment section below. And then turn on bell notifications for all future videos. So let's just go ahead and dive right in, guys. And I'm going to start with the rumors today. I did discuss this on a live stream that I did the other night, but I thought I would make it a little bit more official here on the Physical Media Report and talk about it a little bit. But the Blair Witch Project, which I did talk about this with the ViaVision announcements, or the imprint ViaVision announcements over in Australia last week, but the Blair Witch Project is getting a second sight edition. According to the producer, this is coming this fall, and this edition is supposed to best represent the filmmaker's complete vision for the film. So the producer of the Blair Witch Project is saying that you need to hold off on any other editions of the Blair Witch Project that are announced, that come out from Lionsgate, from ViaVision and Imprint over in Australia. He says you need to wait for the second sight Blu-ray edition. It's not really made clear if it's going to be a Blu-ray or a 4K. I imagine it's going to be a Blu-ray, because why would you do the Blair Witch Project on 4K? But it could be a 4K. Who knows? I'm assuming it's going to be a Blu-ray edition. But again, we talked about this. Very interesting. There's a lot of drama going on in the world of the Blair Witch Project, both in the actual movie world with the actors and the producers and the studios and everything, but also in the physical media world as well, because apparently what he's saying, according to him, is that Lionsgate's never gotten the look of the film right on DVD and Blu-ray. So this is going to be the definitive version for the Blair Witch Project. It's going to look like he originally intended it to look, how they originally intended it to look, the filmmakers, producers, everybody involved in the film back in 1999. It's going to look like how it was supposed to look when it came out. So, I mean, look, they sold me as soon as they said second sight in the Blair Witch. Like, I'm there, so I'm definitely 100% gonna hold out for this second sight release. Now, if Lionsgate ends up releasing a really cool edition, like, I like this movie enough that I'll probably get that as well, but I probably will not get the imprint version just because that's quite a bit of money. But let me know what you think about that, guys. Let me know what you think about the Blair Witch Project. Which edition do you plan on getting? Are you gonna get second sight? Are you gonna get the Lionsgate 25th anniversary edition? Are you gonna get the imprint edition? Let me know in the comment section below. It is worth noting that the imprint edition will have the sequel, Book of Shadows, and no other edition has been confirmed to have that. Maybe the second sight will. I'm not exactly sure as of this time, because we don't have that official announcement yet. But let me know which one you're planning on getting in that comment section below. And let's get into the big one, guys, the news and announcements. And this isn't even officially announced yet, but I'm still going to lump it into the actual news and announcements because there is a pre-order up on Target. But let's just talk about it. A Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. And we knew this was coming to 4K because a UK box set edition, Steelbook box set edition, was announced, I think, back in May. So we knew A Nightmare on Elm Street was coming to 4K, but the artwork for the Steelbook and the standard slip edition was revealed this past Friday. Now, what's interesting is if you get on Target.com, and I got these images off of Blu-ray.com in the forums, people were sharing them around, so I'm not exactly sure where people are getting these images, because when you get on Target.com, you can see the slipcover version. What's weird about it is you type in 4K Steelbook and Nightmare on Elm Street on Target.com, and you get the image of the actual 4K cover, the new 4K cover, not the Steelbook, but they're calling it the Steelbook in the description. So you look up the Steelbook on Target.com, it shows the cover for the standard slip edition. So again, not exactly sure where people are getting these images. It's not officially announced by Warner Brothers as of this time, but I think that these images are probably pretty legit. They look pretty legit, but the Steelbook, guys, the slipcover version, the artwork has been revealed. But like I said, there's no date or details yet. There's no official announcement from the studio itself. We just have that artwork reveal for the Steelbook and the slipcover. And as of my thoughts on these, and there's been a lot of controversy with everybody on the actual artwork of these releases right here. People aren't happy. People aren't happy. But my thing is, what did you expect? Like, Warner Brothers usually always does stuff like this. The Lost Boys, Poltergeist, they did The Exorcist last year. The only difference is, I think the Exorcist Steelbook, people, pretty widely accepted that. That was a pretty good design for the Exorcist Steelbook, whereas people aren't as happy with the Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook design. As of my thoughts, I think they're okay. I mean, the Steelbooks, like, it looks a little over the top for a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I don't love it, but I also don't hate it either. You got Freddy, like, peeking. It's a little goofy. It's a little goofy. You got Freddy, like, peeking through the hole on the back. You got the slash on the front. It's okay. Like, it's fine. The slipcover, it's fine. It's kind of a throwback to, like, the VHS days, the DVD days. My only issue with the slipcover artwork, and like I said, I think it's fine. My only issue with the slipcover artwork is that's not the Freddy from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, that's the Freddy from Dream Warriors or Dream Master. Like, that's a more updated, modernized Freddy than the original Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy. Like, they're two different looks, and I think they just kind of slapped an image of Freddy on the cover without really thinking about it or giving it much thought. And that's the issue that I have. Like, I think you need to have the Freddy that's in the actual movie, the Freddy that best represents the movie, needs to be on the cover. So I think that most people aren't really going to pay any attention to that, but I grew up watching these films. I love these movies. Like, I know the differences in appearances for Freddy Krueger in all these films. That's not the Freddy from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the Freddy from, like, Dream Warriors, Dream Master, probably Dream Master. He just looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit, more detailed with his makeup, and it's just not the same Freddy, okay? It's just not the same Freddy. It's not the same look. That's my issue with it. The actual artwork itself, I mean, we could have got much worse, guys. Like, think of the Exorcist artwork last year from Warner Brothers. Like, just thank God we didn't get something like that. Like, it's a perfectly acceptable cover for a Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, it's not terrible. The Steelbook, it's fine. It's not great. It's not terrible either. So, I think that at the end of the day, we're just lucky to be getting a Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K, right? We've been asking for it for such a long time. Let's just be happy. Let's just enjoy this moment and accept the fact that it's Warner Brothers. We knew they did this kind of stuff, and we knew we were probably going to get some lackluster artwork for a Nightmare on Elm Street. We still don't have the artwork reveal for the Steelbook box set that's coming out in the UK, so maybe that's going to trump the other two. Maybe that's going to be great. Who knows, but I just want everybody to be happy collecting physical media. A Nightmare on Elm Street is coming to 4K, guys. Let's rejoice. Let's be happy. Let's be positive. And let's hope, for God, for the love of God, that people buy this thing and Warner Brothers sees, oh, Freddy's still got some power. And they put out, you're playing with power. Then they put out part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, Freddy's Dead, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare on 4K as well. Let's hope we get some kind of a box set, not some little piddly Rocky box set, but an actual Elm Street box set. That's what I want. That's what I hope. And that's what I crave. I want these sequels on 4K. I love the original. That's my favorite. So I'm happy we're getting that. But I want the sequels on 4K. So we have to turn out, artwork or not. Artwork be damned. We have to turn out. We have to support this release. We have to show Warner Brothers that we want Freddy on physical media. Maybe they'll license it out finally, like Arrow Video or something. Like, that would be so awesome if they did that. But guys, look, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this movie in 4K because I think it's going to look gorgeous in 4K. So let me know if you're excited for it. Again, we don't have that official announcement for A Nightmare on Elm Street, just the Steelbook and the standard slip artwork reveal, which I'm pretty sure is pretty legit. So let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. Let's talk about The Ring coming to 4K. I'm very excited about this. This is coming out from Paramount October the 15th. We got a 4K Steelbook coming as well that I believe is different than the Blu-ray Steelbook that they did a few years ago. So I think that that's a different Steelbook, so that's definitely cool. But the thing that I love about this, guys, is the Ring's already on 4K. It's on 4K from Screen Factory, but what they did is they lumped the first one and the second one in Rings in a box set. So the only way you can get the Ring on 4K is if you bought that box set with the crappy sequels. Yes, I'm saying The Ring 2 is also a crappy sequel. I do not remember liking that film. Rings is one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know why that movie exists at all. Horrible movie. So I held off on getting that box set because I was hoping somebody would do a standalone of The Ring, which is a great horror film from 2002. I love The Ring. So I'm so happy we're getting a standalone The Ring on 4K from Paramount. We're getting a slipcover edition. We're also getting a Steelbook edition on October the 15th. So now I don't have to get that Scream Factory box set and buy two shitty sequels that I don't want. Again, if you like them, that's fine. Again, it's all opinions, right? But I'm so happy we have options. And do The Ring 2 standalone on 4K. Don't even touch Rings. Like, nobody needs to see that. Just pretend that doesn't exist. But some people like The Ring Part 2 on 4K. I don't, but I'm excited to get The Ring on 4K. So happy that Paramount's doing this standalone for us. So let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. We also got a new Sleepy Hollow 4K Steelbook. This is coming out from Paramount on October the 8th. So if you missed out on that nice Steelbook edition, it's not quite the same thing. That nice Steelbook that came out last year that was kind of a digibook, opened up, there was a booklet inside. Really cool Steelbook. It would have been nice if Paramount just kind of reprinted that and put that out for people because a lot of people missed out on it. But we got a new Sleepy Hollow 4K Steelbook that kind of looks very similar to the Blu-ray Steelbook that they put out that I actually do have in the collection. But cool, they're putting out another Steelbook of Sleepy Hollow for fans of the movie. I love the movie. I think this is one of Tim Burton's best films. So let me know if you, and I remember the transfer because I reviewed it last year, like being one of the best of 2023. It was a fantastic 4K. So I definitely recommend the 4K. So the Steelbook, guys, you can't go wrong. It's a beautiful Steelbook as well. So let me know if you're excited for that. That comes out from Paramount October the 8th. We also got To Catch a Thief, guys, and I've been calling for this one to come to 4K for such a long time, but there's so many interesting things about this 4K release that we're going to get into. To Catch a Thief on 4K, this is coming out from Paramount Presents as a part of the Paramount Presents line. It's coming out on October the 15th, and this is what's interesting about this release, and I don't know if anybody else has really picked up on this, but this is the first time, and I've been asking for this for like over a year. Is Paramount watching the channel? I don't know. To Catch a Thief is getting a 4K upgrade within the Paramount Presents line, and that has never happened before. Usually what they'll do is they'll take the Blu-ray, like the 48 Hours movies. The Blu-ray is within the Paramount Presents line, and then it gets upgraded to 4K, but it's just a standard 4K. Like, they don't upgrade it within the line, so it makes collectors of that line feel like if they want to upgrade, like they're going to have to get rid of their Blu-ray edition. Like, some people don't want to have the Blu-ray in the 4K. So it's like you upgrade to 4K. Now your edition that's in, the Paramount Presents line that has the numbered spine, like maybe you want to keep that whole collection, like that release is invalid now because you have the 4K upgrade. You have a better edition that's outside of the Paramount Presents line, which kind of makes the Paramount Presents line feel a little inconsequential, a little unimportant for your collection. They've done that with multiple titles in the Paramount Presents line. Fatal Attraction was, I think, the first one they did. So they upgraded that to 4K without upgrading within the Paramount Presents line. I'm like, if you truly want to treat the Paramount Presents line like your boutique label within your Paramount umbrella, underneath the Paramount umbrella, like if you want it to be a boutique label, which I think they're finally treating it more so like a boutique label than they ever have before, then when you do the upgrades, like, don't just upgrade to standard 4K, upgrade within the line and do the exact same spine number as you did before. That way people can take the Blu-ray out and maybe sell it or do whatever they want with it, and then slot that 4K in there within the Paramount Presents line. Make it like it's a Screen Factory title, like it's a Criterion title. That's what people do with that. They take their Blu-ray out, they sell it, then they put in their 4K. And it fits seamlessly because it's the exact same, a slipcover and everything like that. So I'm all for this, guys. I hope they continue to do this if they keep upgrading these titles within the Paramount Presents line. upgrade it within the line, put the same spine number on it. This has all the same special features, which, you know, it could probably use a couple of additional special features, because from what I remember, it was only like a filmmaker focus with critic Leonard Maltin, which he's great and he has great insights and thoughts on movies. I'm not saying he's not, but it could have used like a couple of extra special features in there. But this has all the same features that it had before. But this is a great movie. I love To Catch a Thief. I think Grace Kelly is absolutely intoxicating in this film. Cary Grant's fantastic. So, and it's a movie that's going to look great on 4K. So hopefully Paramount does this one justice. But what do you think about all that, guys? What do you think about upgrading within the Paramount Presents line? Let me know in that comment section below. We also have the Bike Riders. This was officially announced by Universal. This is coming out on August the 13th. We got a Blu-ray and we got a 4K with HDR10 and Dolby Atmos, guys. So you got the Dolby Atmos with this. Lots of new features. I think there's 3 new features, and there's a director commentary as well. So I didn't get a chance to see this movie yet. It's got Jodie Comer in it. It's got Tom Hardy. It's got Austin Butler. Got a really good cast. I heard kind of mixed things about it, I feel like, but I am excited to watch this one at some point. Don't know if I'll buy it on physical media immediately, but I will probably check it out at some point. So let me know if you're excited for the Bike Riders in the comment section below. We also have In a Violent Nature was announced to come to physical media, guys. This is coming out from RLJE on October the 22nd. But I will say, guys, I'll probably end up getting this release just because I want to see this movie as soon as possible. But I will say, be on the lookout for an Umbrella Blu-ray edition, because I think that Umbrella will probably end up doing a Blu-ray edition of this, maybe possibly in December, maybe January, because whenever Umbrella starts to promote a new independent horror movie on their social media accounts, they did it for Late Night with the Devil and also Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Whenever they start to promote a horror movie on their social media accounts, it usually means, I think Talk to Me, they did it too last year, it usually means that they're going to put out an edition of it at some point. So I would expect, because they've been doing that for In a Violent Nature, I would expect In a Violent Nature to get an Umbrella box set release. So just keep that in mind. Like the RLJE release is going to be very cheap. It's going to be probably like 15, 16 bucks. So you don't really have to worry about the price point there, but just keep in mind, like if you want to get the best version of this movie, Umbrella will probably be putting out some kind of a box set of it at some point this year or early next year. So keep that in mind for sure. But In a Violent Nature, I've heard really good things about this. It has a very interesting premise and setup for a slasher movie. So I'm excited to check this one out for sure when it comes out on October the 22nd. We also have An Evening with Kevin Smith, which I remember watching this, I believe, probably on DVD. I was going to say VHS, but I remember watching this on DVD back in the day. I was a huge Kevin Smith fan growing up. So I watched his stand-up special like all the time. It's a great special. It's an iconic special, and it's getting a Blu-ray from Sony on September the 10th. So look, I'm not really buying a lot of stand-up specials anymore on physical media, so I don't know if I'm going to get this right away. It's coming out from Sony on Blu-ray, so that means it's probably going to be like 23 bucks when it comes out, but maybe if it goes on sale for like 10 bucks just for nostalgic reasons, because you can probably like watch this on YouTube, just for nostalgic reasons, just to support it, I may just go ahead and buy it and add it to the collection. But An Evening with Kevin Smith is coming to Blu-ray. Cool of Sony to do stuff like this, though. They've done some Richard Pryor stand-up stuff, Eddie Murphy. No, I think Paramount did Eddie Murphy, but they did the Richard Pryor stand-up special recently, so it's cool that they're putting out this kind of stuff on physical media, these iconic specials, and that comes out on September the 10th. We have Let Him Go coming out on 4K with Diane Lane and also Kevin Costner. This is coming out from Universal on August the 20th, so this only has a Blu-ray. It's getting a 4K upgrade August the 20th. Heard some good things about this movie, so I may get this one at some point. Furiosa is getting a black and chrome edition on 4K, guys. The physical version is coming from Warner Brothers. It's also coming on digital, I believe. But the physical version is coming from Warner Bros. As well on the same day as all the other Furiosa releases. So if you want the black and chrome edition, you can pick that up on the same day. It doesn't have an artwork reveal as of right now, which is a little weird because we're only 2 weeks away from that movie actually coming out on physical media. So this comes out the same day as all the other releases. My only question is, will you be able to have access to both in this release? Can you watch it black and chrome? Can you watch the color? Are they going to have both versions in the same release and just charge a little bit more than the regular 4K edition? That would be my only question, because I don't want to just watch the black and chrome edition, but I do want the option of being able to watch the black and chrome edition if I want it. I'm just excited to watch Furiosa in general. I'm definitely getting that this August, but that's getting the black and chrome edition 4K physical version, also digital version, and that comes out on August the 13th. We also got the artwork, cover art reveal for Long Legs. This is coming out from Neon and Decal Releasing. There's going to be a 4K and there's going to be a Blu-ray. And we got the features as well. There's no official release date, but we do have special features that were shown on the back on Amazon. Features including on this set are interviews with all the cast and the director of the film as well. Mecca Monroe, Osgood Perkins is in the interviews. And we also have a director commentary with the director as well. So looks like this thing's going to have a good amount of special features. Really cool they're putting this one out on 4K. They had faith in the movie to pre-announce a 4K and a Blu-ray for this release, so definitely cool. But no official release date as of yet, but we do have the actual official artwork for the 4K and the Blu-ray, and I imagine there's going to be a DVD as well coming out from Neon and Decal Releasing. We also had the Arrow Video October releases that were announced this past Friday. Now, I did a special video just kind of deep diving into all these releases, so I'm not going to go too in-depth here, but I think this is a pretty, overall for me personally, kind of lackluster slate for Arrow Video in October. I'm just not super excited for any of these other than Trick or Treat on 4K, which is coming out October the 28th. We have an Arrow exclusive artwork edition of this as well. And I like the artwork for the Arrow edition, the Arrow exclusive artwork. I also like the original poster art that is the Arrow Video exclusive on their website. So really cool that they're putting out Trick or Treat. I'm excited to see this movie on 4K, and I'm sure Arrow Video is going to do a fantastic job with it as well. We also have the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment 4K box set. This is coming out in the States. So it came out in the UK last year. Now it's coming out in the US, giving people over here the opportunity to get it if they're not into importing. So this is the exact same set that came out last year. Like, it should be exactly the same, like no differences at all. You're going to have the Hellraiser Pinhead set. You're going to have the Chatterer edition, and you're also going to have a Blu-ray edition if you're not into 4K, because these sets, guys, are just going to have the 4K. So if you get the 4K set, do not expect the Blu-rays to come with them. All the special features are going to be on the 4K disc. So I'm excited for people to get to experience this set. Like, if you did get that UK version, now you're going to be able to get in the US. But me personally, I already bought this and watched it a year ago, so I'm not excited for this being a big announcement for October personally. We also got the J-Horror Rising Blu-ray set. This comes out on October the 29th. There are 7 movies in this set, so that's definitely pretty cool. You're getting 7 J-Horror movies. I'm not like super into J-Horror. Like, maybe I will be at some point. I am going to be getting this box set because Arrow will be sending it to me, so I may dive into a couple of the films. I need to watch more J-Horror. Like, I'm just not like super into it, so maybe I need to check out more of these films at some point. So it's not like super exciting for me, but I understand if you're super into J-Horror, it's probably like really exciting for you that this is coming out. We also got The Exorcist 2 getting a Blu-ray release in the UK coming out on October the 7th. So this is known as one of the worst like horror sequels of all time, one of the worst movies of all time. So I'm not necessarily like looking forward to getting this one on physical media. I'll probably like maybe get this just because I don't have the movie in the collection yet, but I'm not like excited to watch like one of the worst movies of all time. I'm just not. So Exorcist 2 on Blu-ray, guys, that comes out on October the 7th. We also have The Exorcist 3 coming out on 4K on October the 7th, getting a UK release. So Scream Factory did the 4K over here. Arrow Video is doing the 4K in the UK. We got The Exorcist 3 on 4K regular edition with the Arrow exclusive artwork that was on their Blu-ray edition that I actually do have in the collection. And then you have the Arrow exclusive artwork as well, which is just the original poster, which will look similar to your Scream Factory edition if you have that. So I like The Exorcist 3, but I don't need multiple copies of The Exorcist 3 on 4K. I think it's a good movie. I like the movie, but one copy of The Exorcist 3 on 4K is good enough for my collection. So like I said, guys, it's an okay slate for Arrow Video. Like, I understand why some people could be super excited for all this stuff that's coming out from Arrow Video in October. But for me, I was a little disappointed. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We also have the Umbrella announcements for November. So I covered these briefly in my Arrow Video announcement video as well, but I'll cover them again here. Some really cool stuff coming out of Umbrella Entertainment in November. Like, Umbrella's just been kicking major ass this year. Like, the only problem is if you live in the US, like, it is very expensive to import this stuff, but they are doing some great work, and their stuff's just expensive in general. I'll be honest, guys, but they do quality work. They put out a quality product. It's a premium product, but it is good stuff, guys. They put out good stuff. So let me get into what they're putting out in November. We got a House of the Devil Blu-ray box set, which is a movie directed by Ty West. So When I filmed my video last Friday, I hadn't seen this movie yet. I actually watched this with my wife over the weekend. It's a cool movie. I can't say I loved it. It's a very, very slow burn. What I liked about it, though, is it really captures that 70s aesthetic. It feels like a movie that was made in the 70s, like in a way that not a lot of people can actually capture that feel. Like, there are movies that come out today that want to feel like they're in the 70s, but they don't get there quite like this movie does. Like, House of the Devil feels like a 70s movie when you're watching it. Like, just the performances, the look of the film, the locations, the way it's shot, the way it looks, like everything about it, like, feels like a 70s film. If you told me House of the Devil came out in the 70s, like, I would believe you. Like, I wouldn't deny it at all. So House of the Devil, it's a cool movie to watch and experience, but I can't say I loved it, but I am looking forward to rewatching it with some cool special features on here as well. I think there's an interview with the director on this. So House of the Devil Blu-ray box set looks really cool. We also have Time Crimes getting a Blu-ray box set as well. Don't know too much about this film. We got a Full Moon Fright Box Volume 1. This is Volume 1, so that means there's going to be more. So this is a Full Moon Films, Charles Band's Full Moon production studio box set. This includes Demonic Toys 2, Doll Man, and Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. So you have 4 Full Moon Features films in this set, and I think that's super cool. As somebody that grew up, going to the video store and renting these Full Moon Features, like, I'm excited to get this and revisit these movies. I think they got new interviews with Charles Band in here as well. New interviews, new commentaries, all kinds of great stuff in this box set, and it looks super cool. If you get the Umbrella Special Edition, you got art cards and just the whole thing, which I think the Umbrella, like, Special Edition box set is the only way you can get this. I don't think that none of these box sets will be available on Diabolic or Orbit. Like, they keep all that stuff Umbrella site exclusive, but the standard editions of some of these will be available on Diabolic and Orbit if you just want to get the standard editions with the slipcovers. But I'm super excited for that Full Moon box set. Looks awesome. We also have Eyes Without a Face getting a 4K box set as well, which is super cool. I've heard incredible things about this horror movie. I think it's got a Criterion as well, so it's possible Criterion could do this one in 4K also. And then we have the Ozploitation Rarities Volume 2, which I will be covering Volume 1 soon on the channel, but Volume 2 is coming out already because we just got Volume 1. This includes The 13th Floor, Coda, and Desolation Angels. So 3 exploitation films from Australia. So very cool that they're keeping this series going as well. So just some great stuff coming out of Umbrella, guys. Great artwork, great box sets, slip covers, art cards, posters. They do it up. Umbrella does great work. It's expensive. I get it. It's expensive. You can only get maybe like 1 or 2 of these releases a month, if that, but it's worth it, guys. Like, they do fantastic work. So that's the Umbrella announcements. Let me know if you're excited for any of these in the comment section below. We also have Heavenly Bodies is getting a Blu-ray edition from Fun City Editions on October the 22nd. So I think you can only pre-order this on the Fun City Editions website as of right now. I don't know if it'll go on Orbit or Diabolic, but I imagine it will at some point. I've heard some really good things about this movie. It came out in 1984. I just heard it's pretty wild. So I may want to get this at some point, but it's definitely exciting that we're getting some kind of like special edition for this cool movie from the 80s for sure. But let me know if you're excited for Heavenly Bodies in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got quite a few great deals right now going on Amazon. So most of the other deals, guys, they're done. The Criterion sale's done. The Kino sale's done. I think there's a Grindhouse sale going on right now, which I'll post in here somewhere. I don't remember the exact details and the dates. So we really just got Amazon to kind of lean on right now, but they're doing a lot of great deals for Sony titles, for a few Warner Brothers titles as well, Paramount's as well, but it's mostly Sony stuff that's on sale that's super cheap right now. So let's go ahead and dive into the prices. I will link all these down below in the description if you want to take part in any of these sales. If you want to grab any of these titles, use those links. I would definitely appreciate it. They're Amazon affiliate links, and they do help support the channel. I'll also be leaving links for all the stuff that I talk about in the news and announcements. If there's pre-order links on Amazon, I will leave those down below in the description. And everything new that's coming out this week, which we'll cover, I'll leave links for that down below. Basically, guys, if it has a link on Amazon and I cover it on this episode, it'll be down below in the description. So I would definitely appreciate it if you use that. But let's get into the deals, guys. On Amazon, we got Parasite on 4K, which is a great movie. Like, Parasite won Best Picture 2019. Great film. 4K is $9.94. We also got Apollo 13 on 4K for $9.94. We got Get Out on 4K, which is one of my favorite horror films from the past like 10 years. That is $9.99 currently on 4K. Serenity on 4K is $10.99. We got Star Trek Generations on 4K for $12.89. We got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on 4K, which is a great Quentin Tarantino movie for $13.49. We got The Mask of Zorro on 4K for $13.95. We got Boys in the Hood on 4K for $13.95. We got Cliffhanger on 4K for $13.95. The Fifth Element on 4K for $13.95. Leon the Professional on 4K for $13.95. In fact, guys, look, all these ones that I'm reading, like the next 10 are all $13.95. Gattaca on 4K, Baby Driver on 4K, Stand By Me on 4K, Dracula on 4K, Snatch on 4K, 21 Jump Street on 4K, Godzilla 1998 on 4K, Life on 4K, Brightburn on 4K. I'm even skipping some, guys. Monster Hunter on 4K. There's more. 1776 on 4K, The Shallows on 4K, Heavy Metal on 4K. All of those are $13.95 currently on Amazon. We also have District 9 on 4K for $15.50, Big Fish on 4K for $15.50, Venom Let There Be Carnage on 4K for $15.50, Five Nights at Freddy's on 4K for $16.99. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer on 4K for $17.55. RoboCop 2, guys, is down on 4K to $27.99. So that came out at $32.99. That's a full $5 price drop in the past 2 weeks. We also have Footloose on 4K for $18.45. So that's all the deals, guys. Some incredible deals going on Amazon. Again, I will link those down below in the description. So let's go ahead and get into what is new this week, because there's a lot of stuff. The last week of every month is usually jam-packed, and this week is no exception. Let's go ahead and run it down. We got The Man from U.N.C.L.E. coming out on 4K, guys, which I have showed off on the channel a couple of days ago. That's coming out from Arrow Video for $33.59. There's also a Blu-ray edition for $31.85 as well. We have In and Outs on 4K from Kino Lorber for $39.99. It is $26.57. I don't know if Amazon dropped this price by now, but it's $26.57 on Kino versus the $39.99 on Amazon. I definitely recommend going Kino if you want In and Out on 4K. There's also a Blu-ray for $22.65 on Amazon, but also on Kino, it's cheaper for $16.59. As the case is with a lot of Kinos, they're usually cheaper on their website, so I recommend using their website. We also got No Way Out coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $25.99. Also a Blu-ray for $17.49. We got Can't Stop the Music coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber. A lot of good 4Ks coming out from Kino Lorber this week for $25.99. Also a Blu-ray for $19.72. We got Sting coming out on Blu-ray, which I actually do want. This is coming out from Welgo USA for $19.49 on Amazon, but it's cheaper on Groove, guys, that I've seen. $14.99 on Groove if you want to use that website. I like to promote the better deals, guys, if I can, if I know that they're going on. So Sting is $14.99 on Groove, still $19.49 on Amazon. We also have Election coming out on 4K as a part of the Paramount Presents line for $39.99. We got The First Omen coming out from Disney on Blu-ray for $30.49. We got the Lady from Shanghai coming out on 4K from Sony for $27.99. We got Ted Lasso, the complete series, coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers for $74.95. We got House of Gucci coming out on 4K from Shout Studios for $32.99. We got Run Lola Run getting a standalone 4K release because that was in the Columbia Pictures 11 film box set that came out a couple of years ago. That's getting a standalone release from Sony for $32.52. We got Focus coming out on 4K with Will Smith, Margot Robbie, coming out from Warner Brothers for $24.98. We also got Redline 7000 coming out from Arrow Video for $29.99, which I did an unboxing of on the channel this weekend. We also got the Nico Masterakis collection coming out from Arrow Video for $58.99. Did an unboxing of that on the channel this weekend. We got 3 new Kino Lorber Blu-rays coming out this week. Twisted is getting a Blu-ray for $20.99, which I actually do want that because I remember watching that movie. That's actually a pretty gnarly film. That came out in 2004. We also got Buana Devils coming out in 3D for $21.98. We got The Cocaine Fiends and The Pace That Kills, double pack of both those movies coming out for $19.98. We got 4 new Vinegar Syndrome titles that are coming out on Amazon. So most of these titles are still available on the Vinegar Syndrome website, but this is a first time on Amazon for these releases. But Invasion USA is coming out on 4K for $44.98. The Sadness on 4K for $44.98. Criminally Insane and Satan's Black Wedding coming out on Blu-ray double pack for $36.98. And The Ripper for $23.33. So I will call out, guys, that most of these I'm reading off, they're on Amazon, but they are much cheaper on the actual Vinegar Syndrome website. So again, I will recommend using the Vinegar Syndrome website for those releases, even though they're on Amazon. widely available to everybody as of this time. Maybe they'll lower in price, maybe they won't. I have no idea at this point. Amazon just so wonky and all over the place right now, guys. Danza Macabre, Volume 3 is coming out from Severin. I think this one's already come out as well on the Severin website, but it's going wide on Amazon for $63.97. I think there's 4 movies in that box set. We got a ton of Warner Archive releases coming out this week, guys, including Scooby-Doo, a Scooby-Doo double pack for $21.98. We also have Northwest Package coming out for $21.98. Idiot's Delight coming out for $21.98. Harem Scarum, which is an Elvis film, is coming out for $21.98. We got Mary, A True Story with Sissy Spacek coming out for $24.49. War of the Buttons is coming out for $21.98. And The Stars Fell on Henrietta is coming out for $21.98 as well. We got 2 new releases coming out from Radiance Films, including 18 Years in Prison for $39.99 and Tacho Panton is coming out for $29.99. I know I butchered that, guys. I'm sorry. Ali G in the House is coming out from Shout Factory for $27.95. Film Masters is releasing 2 releases this week on Blu-ray. It's Love Again for $19.99 and Jack and the Beanstalk for $14.99. We also got 2 new Sherlock Holmes movies coming out from Severin Films. Sherlock Holmes for $29.99 and Deadly Necklace and Sherlock Holmes for $34.99. 2 Blu-ray releases from Severin Films. We also got Alienoid Return to the Future coming out from Wellgo USA for $19.49 and William Shatner, You Can Call Me Bill coming out from Decal Releasing for $14.29. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report, episode 222. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, comment down below, what are you the most excited about in everything that we covered here today? Turn on bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.